Welcome to Vigilant Online Workshop. This is Navin. I work as a cybersecurity analyst for Vigilant. So the topic under discussion is Armitage. Now Armitage is a GUI version of Metasploit. It is basically an advanced version of Metasploit. As I've explained you Metasploit in my earlier video, you won't be having problems understanding Armitage. I'll open the Armitage. For that, I'll be using for demonstrating this attack. I'll be using virtual machine of Backtrack, which is my attacker, and Windows XP is my victim, my target. Just imagine these are two different computers. So to opening the Armitage is quite simple, and in fact using the Armitage is quite simple. All you have to do is open the terminal of your Backtrack and type in Armitage. Make sure the spelling is correct. Armitage. Make sure the host address is your own address. At times it gives you some another address. Just change it to 127.0.0.1. Okay, whatever IP address it shows, make sure you have entered 127.0.1, and if it is there already, just click on connect. So it is asking me like, do you want to open a Metasploit server? Like I told you before, Armitage is nothing but advanced GUI version of Metasploit. Just hit yes. Now what this does is it scans this target's computer for any open ports, and once it finds it, it exploits it. It tries to breach into that system. That is the idea behind Metasploit Armitage. In this particular attack, it breaches into the target's computer using the port 445, which was originally occupied by the DS service, and we are going to enter the target system using this port. Opening your Armitage is the only step that takes time. Otherwise, this attack is quite simple and quick. As you can see, I have managed to open the Armitage tool. Now, what Armitage is exactly? It is nothing but your GUI version of Metasploit. Now, if you remember, in Metasploit, we had typed in certain commands, certain huge commands. So, in this case, we don't have to do any of that. This is basically just click and complete. So as you can see, when I've opened my Armitage tool, it immediately gave me the number of devices, all the devices connected in my network. Now this is the device that is connected to my network, and as you know already, this is my Windows XP. You can see it from the logo. And the IP address is 192.168.23.128. It gives me the IP address. In the previous session of Metasploit, I told you like you can obtain the IP address of any device connected in your network. This is how you do it. Just type in Armitage, and the first and foremost step, it gives you the list of devices connected to your network along with the IP address. If you want, I'll show you. I'll show you the IP address. I'll verify it for you. One 192.168.23.128. So I'm sure you're convinced. So as you can see, this has given me the exploits and payloads, 927 exploits and payloads as it showed me earlier in Metasploit. You have two panels over here. The lower one is your actual Metasploit and the upper one is your Armitage. It is basically a GUI version. It gives you a graphical user interface, a simple, easy to use interface. Now I'll just perform the attack, and this is just a simple and quick attack. It will take me not more than 2 minutes. Once you have obtained the IP address of the device, the list of devices connected to your network, click on attacks, find attacks. Now what it does is, it selects the attacks that can be performed on this particular target, the attacks that are compatible with this particular device. The analysis is complete. It is showing me happy hunting, so I'll go for it. You can see an attack bar has been added to your context menu. Click on attack, SMB this particular exploit. As you know, in Metasploit we had chosen this particular exploit, and in this Armitage we need not have to type all this. We just have to, it is all the game of a click of a button. So your Metasploit has chosen this exploit, as you can see over here, and this was evident in your previous session of Metasploit as well. So once you have chosen this exploit, it automatically chooses the payload as well, which does this attack efficiently, which would do this attack efficiently. In Metasploit we had to set our payload manually, but in this case it does it automatically. So Armitage, like I told you before, it is a simpler version of Metasploit, and as you can see, your system has been compromised already. Now you can type in exploit over here, or you can obtain the command shell of your victim by the click of a button. Now this is the command prompt of your victim. Whatever you do here will be reflected over there. As I have told you already, a command prompt is the heart of a computer. Once you have the command prompt, you can do almost anything. You can obtain the files, you can extract the information from that computer, you can make directories in it, you can upload your virus in it, and you can crash the system by deleting the starter files, like I've told you already. I'll have this command prompt. What I'm going to do now is, I'll show you some other ways to hack into someone else's system. I mean, rather than you, like some people are not accustomed to this command prompt. Some people may not have been that good with command prompt. They might not be knowing what can be done through command prompt. So I have certain options for that as well. What I'm going to do here is, I'm going to click on Metapreter and explore, and I'll do browse files. Now this, as you can see, is my contents, is the contents of the contents present in the victim's computer, in the victim's C drive. If you want to, these are the files that were present in the victim's computer. Now this is a startup file. If I delete it, that system is sure to crash and it won't start again. you have the option of deleting from here. As you can see, you can, not only that, you can extract the information from that device, from your target, by simply clicking on download. Like I've told you before, you can use command prompt. If you're not good with that, you have an interface which will do everything for you. And you can even browse for the paths. Now in my victim's computer, we have only the C drive, so you wouldn't get it. Other than that, we have this option of upload. Like I've told you already, you can you can make a directory, a hidden directory in your target's computer. You can upload your shell in it, and not just that. We have explained you in one of the previous sessions about a Trojan virus maker called Beast. If you remember the virus that you built in it, you are supposed to present that to your target. This gives you a simpler option. You can just simply upload your virus from over here, and that is how you can hack into someone else's system and perform a lot of actions using your Armitage. Thank you.